Assalamu alaikum and good morning to one and all. Welcome back to the channel Read with Rizwan. I'm back again with a new topic. This is the fourth and final part of chapter 1 Development Economics. So let's get started. In this video, we learn about income and other criteria, public facilities, HDI, Human Development Index, sustainability of development. As you can see in the upcoming slide, table 1.3 shows per capita income of different states. They are Maharashtra, Kerala, and Bihar. As per the per capita, we think Maharashtra is more developed than Kerala and Bihar, right? But there are other attributes as well to this. They are infant mortality rate, literacy rate, and net attendance ratio. Infant mortality rate indicates the number of children that die before the age of 1 as a proportion of 100 live children born in that particular year. Means for every 100 number of infants that are babies die before the age 1. Next is literacy rate. It measures the proportion of literate or educated population in the 7 and above age group. Net attendance ratio, total number of children of age 14 and 15 years attending school. Comparing the data given in the table 1.4, Kerala has 94% of literacy rate and net attendance is 78, whereas infant mortality rate is only 12. In first, if we compare per capita income, Maharashtra is clearly a developed state, but in remaining attributes, it's lacking. So we have to consider the other factors as well. Now look at the table of Bihar. 1.4 shows two-thirds children age 14 and 15 in Bihar are not attending the school beyond class 8th. That's the case of Bihar. If this had happened to you, you would not be able to read what you are reading now. Moving on to the next topic, public facilities. Public facilities are those which are provided by government. With the table 1.4, we can say money in your pocket cannot buy all the goods and services that you may need to live well. So income by itself is not a completely advocate indicator. Material goods and services that citizens are able to use. Example, your money cannot buy a pollution-free environment or ensure you that unadulterated medicines unless you can afford to shift to a community that already has all these things. Schools, colleges, and street lights, safe drinking water, clean environment, an environment where there are no infectious diseases, these all comes under public facilities and it will be provided by government. No individual can afford this unless others too are interested in such facilities. Let's explore this with other case studies. Human Development Report published by United Nations Development compares countries based on the following things. They are, as you can see in the next slide, the educational levels of the people, health status, per capita income. Yes, I'll repeat it once again for you. The educational levels of the people, health status, per capita income. Table 1.6 shows some data regarding India and its neighbors. As you can see, the names of countries, gross national income, per capita, life expectancy at birth, literacy rate for 15 plus years, and HDI rank in the world as per 2013. Isn't it surprising that in comparison, a small country, Sri Lanka, is much ahead of India in every aspect? Infant mortality rate, educational levels, and life expectancy. India ranks 135 in HDI. Now moving on to the other topic, that is sustainability of development. As we all know, scientists, environmentalists have been warning that the present type and levels of development are non-sustainable. It's not a long-lasting development as every day natural resources are being exploited. Crude oil reserves have been overused. Groundwater level are going down. Agricultural lands are turning into barren because of use of fertilizers, pesticides. Fossil fuels are on the verge of exhaustion. These all are non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources are those which once are exhausted or finished cannot be renewed or reproduced again. So the future generation may not enjoy the present natural resources as we are doing it now. As you can see in the slides, the world is suffering with so many problems. Many countries are having water deficiency, pollution levels are quite high, ozone layers are depleting, okay, a number of things because of the chlorofluorocarbons, or the global warming is the burning topic of the world. So in the table 1.7 you can see crude oil reserves would not last only 53 years or more. So it's important that we should have a development where we do not harm the natural resources. Take the case of example USA, its reserves can last only up to 12 years from now. Hence, it is important to pause our lives and think of the better ways of development which last long and does not harm natural resources. As they say, humans are not only the owners of the earth. That's it for the day. Hope you like it. Please do send us your valuable suggestions for the improvement of the content. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. That's it for the day. Thank you for watching.